It's Cyber Monday, Tom.
Does that mean we're all cyborgs?
I can't help but watch the movie Tron Legacy today because it's Cyber Monday.
Okay.
So, just because.
I'd prefer to watch The Terminator because it's Cyber Monday. Cyborgs.
Yeah, really? Okay. All right.
Or Star Trek. You could watch The Borg.
No.
Next Generation.
Just gross, right? Anyhow. Hi, everyone. It's Monday night at 7 o'clock, and we are here from the Jack Kirby Museum and Research Center. We are streaming out to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And as long as they let us do it, we're going to keep doing it.
As long as they don't cut us off.
Yeah, that's right. Here's Deep House Gent on YouTube. Monday night, let's do it. Hope everyone had a great holiday. Wish I could have partied with Sersi. I know. Hey, Deep House, it's good to see you. Lantern Zone, great to see you on YouTube as well. Yeah, I had a very nice Thanksgiving. Just the way it worked out with the family was I had a very nice Thanksgiving with my lovely bride, Mrs. Hoppe. So that was nice.
I had one with my lovely bride.
Excellent. What do we got? Hello, it's King Time. HR, that's right. 75 YBA. Hey, good to see you on YouTube. All right. So we're the Jack Kirby Museum and Research Center, and let's start clicking through some slides. Right? Okay, here we go. I cut them short. No animation stuff. Go to our YouTube channel and check out these videos of Jack Kirby. We have more than this. This is just a slide I made. Can I tell you?
Well, yeah,
right?
I mean, that's true. It's just a slide.
It's just
we have
a slide
this
that I made.
So much more.
It's so much more than this. And Jack is. It's just great to see Jack talk and get a sense of the kind of person he was. And it's sometimes it's really hard for me to recommend the Entertainment Tonight episode because it's so weird and cheesy. But Jack is great in it. Like if you just pay attention to Jack, he's great. And then like all the Entertainment Tonight stuff is like, oh man, like goofy. If you have a strange compulsion to watch Saturday morning cartoons, like shut up. Anyhow, all right. So lots of great videos. So check out our YouTube channel. Oh, and by the way, we just recently announced that we are we're going to start our Kirby Museum Press with an incredible second edition of Sky Masters of the Space Force, the complete Sunday strips in color. This is a project that was Eisner nominated back 2019, I think.
2019, I think.
And they're a little bit rare to find and hard to find and expensive if you do find them online. But it's a wonderful, wonderful book. And Ferran Delgado in Spain is a great designer and letterer and a big Kirby fan. And he just decided that he was going to make it his life's mission to pull this book together. And it's a beautiful book. And we worked it out with him to allow us to offer a second edition of it so it can be found and purchased by all the Kirby fans out there. And because it is a like a Kickstarter. It's not a Kickstarter, it's crowdfunding. I got to get it right. Anyhow, it's not a facial tissue, it's not a Kleenex, it's a facial tissue. Don't use trademarks as descriptive terms. So this crowdfunding project that we're going to work on with the great folks at Zoop, we're coming up with things that we can add to the book. So if even if I don't want to say even if you have the book, buy the second one because there's going to be more stuff in it. But maybe you should. I don't know. We're going to put more stuff in it if we can.
It's going to look, get the numbers. It's going to look just as good, and actually the size is going to be a little bigger. Yeah. And we're going through a detailed editing process, so it'll be worth a new read because it'll be slightly different.
It will be. It is the second edition. It's not just a straight reprint. It is a second edition. So
reimagined.
No, it's not reimagined. I mean, it's
kind of.
for
if we add
beautiful
stuff,
design.
it's reimagined.
What's that?
If we add stuff, it's
I don't know. Yeah. Anyhow, so I created a short code for us because.
But Rand, don't we need to get a certain number of people to sign up?
We do.
Yeah, so that's what we need you to do. If you're interested in the book, please add your email address here and get notified.
That's right. So the idea is I created a short code for our little personal Kirby Museum short codes app that I plopped on our server. So if you go to kirbym.us/e/skysun2, you will take you right there. Because if I was going to read the Zoop URL, I'd still be reading.
You'd have to use 3 slides.
Yeah, 3 slides just with a Zoop. So
going across 3.
Yeah. So please head on over there and put in your email address. Let the Zoop folks know that you're interested, and because we need to put our finger in the air and figure out how much interest there is in this project. So we're hoping there's a lot, because it's a great book and it's great Kirby stuff. So, and there's a lot of interesting stories about it and how important it was for Kirby's career, and everybody in comic books back in the day, all they wanted to do was get a newspaper strip. Like they didn't even want to work in comic books. So, but here's Jack getting a newspaper strip, but it was fraught with drama and awful stuff. Like there were lawsuits. Anyhow, it's all in the book. So but the art and the color, the Kirby's penciling and Wood's inking and Kirby's colors are just fantastic. Okay, again, go to our YouTube channel. Look at all this stuff that we did. We have hundreds of hours of videos of me and Tom talking. Just
and other people too. We have other people talking too. It's not just us.
All right, yeah, because I know
it's bad enough.
Enough of us, right? I know.
Yeah.
I know. More interesting people than us actually do show up occasionally.
Right. Mike Royer,
yeah,
Rob Liefeld.
Particularly the 24 videos here, for the 103rd birthday. That was really every show.
Kirby.
Yeah, was a different guest. So a lot of guests came and joined us. Lantern Zone forgot about Cyborg Monday. Ben Boxer Day. He wouldn't forget about Ben Boxer Day. Well, yeah, I'll press my cyclo heart and then we'll see what happens. Michael Hill says, excellent, beautiful book. Yeah, it is. HR says, I'll buy it. Great news. Mort 7 Nan. Hey, good to see you. Mort, you were like a future person last week. So it's great to see you here with us in real time. Can't wait for the Sky Masters edition. Thanks for putting it together. And then Deep House Jen says, I have the old Sky Masters volume from 1991 by Pure Imagination, but only a few selections are in color. So I may be interested in the new project. Yeah, that was an incomplete Sunday. The Sundays were incomplete, and some of them didn't really look that great. Ferran, he hunted it down, and he found all the best reproductions of the color stuff that were out there, and that's what's happening. What else? Oh my gosh! So we did all those videos that we did. We covered Jack's work at DC in the 70s. Then we took a break because, right, Tom, the Commandy was
Commandy was really intense.
40 issues of Commandy.
So that means we did 20 episodes at least.
Right? Yeah. Does it say? Did I even say? No, I didn't say. All right. So yeah. So now we did how many episodes? We did 12 episodes of Kirby's Cap in the 70s. Some an intro to Cap to Jack in the 70s. We covered some covers. So yeah. So now we're here at the Eternals, and where are we? We're like in episode 10. We're at episode 10. Then we have some more good news because we don't have enough work, right? Not enough to do.
Nope. We're bored.
Plug in and make it happen.
Right.
So, but there's going to be it was just announced that the Jack Kirby's Eternals Pencils and Ink book is going to come out sometime in 2024, right?
August 13th to be exact.
Oh, that's nice to know the exact date.
Yeah, that's when it's going to be available on Amazon.
Oh, right. So it showed up on Amazon, and
we didn't. And I'm designing it and producing it and shooting all the photos and putting it all together, but I didn't even know that it was going to be on Amazon until somebody reached out and asked about it. It's like, how did you know?
That was our friend Joe Frank. Yeah.
And this is just a comp of the cover. It's not the final one yet, just to preface it, which I'm still working on it, and it needs to be approved and all that kind of stuff.
And the issues aren't even nailed down yet. It says
but those are most likely what they're going to be so far.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, we're not 100% sure because that's a lot of pages, the whole Anroll #1, and
that's a lot.
3 issues. It's going to be the first pencil and ink book was OMAC, Demon, and Commandy, and that was 160 pages. So that means that this is going to be probably close to 200.
Oh boy! Wow. All right.
With really great fan outs of pencils and inks of spreads and stuff like that. It's going to be an incredible book.
I'm really looking forward to it. That's really going to be great. So we are also, because it is Cyber Monday, and then Boxer Day is coming, and it was Black Friday the other day. We are working on Giving Tuesday is tomorrow. So if you're involved in Giving Tuesday and looking for organizations to support, we do have a collections campaign that we're running. We're building a collections website for our digital archive, and it's going to be incredible, but we need to hire some coders and programmers and so on in order to make this happen. And so we're raising the money to do that. And if we would welcome you to help us out on that. I think we've raised close to $4,000 so far, and out of the 20,000 that we need, and hopefully we can get to where we need to go with that and move that project forward. So thank you for considering us. We know that we do these shows, but we are doing a lot of organizational work and research and all kinds of things behind the scenes. Again, we have a short code, kirbym.us/e/call for the collections campaign. You can text Kirby Collect to 44321. Or if you're on YouTube, there is this $ in the chat while we're live, and you can send us a super chat or a super thanks, I think, or something like that, and that would be wonderful too if you do that. So where the heck are we? It's like the Eternals, right? It's
right.
We're 14 minutes in. We're finally getting to like what everybody's here for.
It's like when you go to the movie theater and you sit there. It's like, oh man, another commercial.
Coming soon. The greatest movie you don't want to see. Right. Okay. So, episode 10, and we're looking at numbers 17 and 18. So this is like these are 19 is the last issue. So these are the
19 is the last issue. So we only have one more show, and then the Eternals will be done, and we can go back to taking our break.
Take a little break for the, I don't know when we'll come back, but we got to, move on and look at some other things. 2001, I think it would be the next series that premiered if we were going to go by newsstand date. So that'll be fun. Love that stuff. Okay. Where do we leave off?
Do you want to put us up for a second? Because we haven't.
Put us up. Look at us. Okay. Here we are. Look at who are we? Hello, friends.
Hello.
Right. So here's where we left off. What happened? Oh yeah,
What's the name
the
of that
cosmic
thing?
powered Hulk
Yeah,
dug
and
down into the depths of the city, right?
right by the gas lines,
Yeah,
and
and
blew up
broke through.
a huge crater into the earth that exposed what?
Um,
This
some
mummy
kind of
guy. What's his
this
name?
guy Dromedan, like, and
Dromedan.
he had a helmet on to constrain his
Mental abilities
mental
to control.
abilities.
Because he can control people, like Zurus at the top turns into fire and then stone.
Yeah. Oh, Bob, that's great. Bob should be on Facebook. As much I've enjoyed your Eternals commentaries, 2001 will be extremely fun. We agree. We did that
Yeah,
whole
we had
pop
we
up
had a whole pop-up on
about
2000,
2001. It was great.
like
We
about
did
what,
readings and
6 years ago.
oh man. So yeah, we love the 2001 stuff. So that it will be fun, Bob. Thanks. Um, yeah. So Cersei was Zuras was like, I'm gonna take care of this. Everybody stand back. Oh no, right? No, he took over Makari's and Icarus's
Yeah,
brain
no,
and
no,
had them
Cersei
fight.
isn't there yet, really.
They all told Cersei to stay
Up on
on,
top,
up on
above
top.
the crater.
Yeah,
But
and
does she? We don't know.
here comes Sersi the Terrible. I know, Lantern's on. The Cosmic Robot Hulk story made me think of Rick and Morty. That's right. Yeah. Okay, so here's Zoras, and he's got the magic helmet, and Dromedan is telling Zoras to kneel, which, everybody kneels to Zoras.
Of course.
No, all the Eternals kneel to Zoras. Humans, it's
Optional.
it's optional.
It's kind of like when you go to a dinner party. Ties are optional. Jackets are
Right.
optional.
Yeah, kneeling to Zoras, it's optional for
Yeah, you
humans.
do it.
All right. So all kinds of trouble. I forget what the status of Icarus and Makari are, but Zoras is ready. He's got the helmet. He's got a long history with Dromedan, and Dromedan's looking, kind of badass with his hugeness and his mummy look and all that stuff. Okay, so here's the cover. This thing was on sale August 1977.
10th.
Yeah, pretty good, fun cover. All right. Oh, see, Jack's always fun to read Jack's text. He was an evil being who could bend the world to his will until he clashed with Sersi the Terrible. So that's what Jack wrote. That's what Jack wrote. Cersei's a man eater. Lantern's no. She likes. I don't know. I don't think so. All right. So there's the pencil photocopy. Oh, that was much more legible. Yeah. And just case this is your first show. One thing that did happen that we were lucky that happened was around when the Xerox machine
72.
showed up. Yeah,
Late 72, I think, or early 73.
So there was, I think, thanks to their Jack and Roz's son Neil, brought in an 11 by 17 photocopy machine, which were kind of rare in that period of time, and they oh geez. So that's why we have these what we call the pencil photocopies. They're photocopies of the pencil art that were taken in Jack's home on his machine before the actual art was sent off to the inker.
It's interesting the cover doesn't have the buildings in the background in the pencil version.
Oh yeah, Yeah, there's a little bit more of that coming up, and thankfully, John Sagnis on Facebook, they spelled Icarus wrong on the cover.
Where? I don't see that.
In the box, in the yellow box, right above Sersi.
Oh,
Icarus
right above Sersi.
with a U.
Mm.
There's no U in Jack's Icarus. It's 2 I's.
Ah, you're right.
Yeah, I.
You know what's so bad about adding the buildings is because she goes down. You'll see, but she goes down into the crater, so she's underground. There's no buildings like that underground. That's why
Good
Jack
point.
didn't put it there.
Yeah. Good point. Yeah. What else we got? Oh, Deep House Gent. To say great cover is certainly an understatement in regard to Jack's work, but damn, this one is almost 3D. That is very true. All right, let me. I got to turn my phone off here. I just got a bing bong from my friend. Yeah. What else we got? Any other fun comments? Oh, what? Oh, look at that! Look at Icarus's arm underneath the box. Icarus has both his arms are up. Well, or this arm here is up, but it's lower.
Oh, they took it down so the Xenia. Yeah, that makes sense.
For the box. Yeah. That's really great. Thanks for pointing that out, Deep House Gent. Very cool. There he goes. Yeah. All right. It does look like there's some stuff going on over there. I see white out. Huh. All right. Okay, so let's move on. So now we have our our initial splash.
It's pretty much where we left off.
Right.
The helmet can smother his power of mind control, even as his will attacks mine. I must clamp this upon him.
Yes, Zoras.
Kneel.
The problem is, or the interesting thing is, that the photocopy was taken before the helmet and the cave were drawn.
Yeah, that's interesting. Also, the whole background's not. Yeah, the whole background of the floor, everything's not there.
Yeah, the whole background and the helmet. Yeah. I don't know. Pretty interesting. Got the black panel border, the thick black panel border that Mike would put in, which
and Mike's great lettering.
And Mike's great droopy Filipino style title display.
Droopy titles.
Yes, it's beautiful. Love it. All right, so now what's happening? Oh gosh, Zoros is tapped. But anyhow, there's Dromedan. Makari goes to attack him, but he can't. Dromedan's attacking his brain again. No fun. This guy's bad.
Yeah, now he has control over Makari and Icarus's brains, basically. They can't move. And what that means also is that Icarus is very deadly with his eyes and everything.
His eye beams,
but he now controls him.
Yeah. But they speak. So
yes, they do.
They speak of their own mind, but any actions that they take physically.
So he says, "Come then, Icarus, and be my slave."
That's right.
Arrogant Eternal, you're not clever enough to be one of my mistakes.
All right. Use the hand that would strike me and pound it on the stones. Do it, I say. Do it.
This is really sadistic.
It's like really sadistic. Yeah.
Blast you, Dromedan. I curse your name for all time.
Pound sand. Pound sand, Icarus. Yeah. And then it just keeps going. And then suddenly what? Uh-oh. Zoras Turn the hard ground into a molten lake.
Do we have the pencils for any of that?
We do.
Okay. Is the helmet in there then? Or he just didn't do it on the page 1?
I think it was just a splash, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Zuros is like, I'm not a destroyer, man. I'm just trying to get you to put this hat on. I don't want to kill you. Wear this hat.
You know what, the last 2 panels when he makes them all spiky reminds me of that Mr. Miracle number. I think it's number 8 with that pink thing, that limp or whatever it was called. He all of a sudden turns himself into spikes like that, and then he throws them, spits them out at Mr. Miracle.
Yeah. I am entertained by Dromedan in the lava, where just his head is but he puts the helmet on, but that's still, he attacks Zoros. Zoros is number 1 Eternal. I mean, he's like, he
made the Unimind.
He's top. He's the top of the hill here, and he's getting really hammered by Dromedan. Like this middle tier. It's like my head, the most.
I know it's huge.
The most fearsome head.
I know it's closer perspective wise, but it still looks really big.
It's great looking. I love it. Fight, Makari. He mustn't be freed. I'll try. They're just struggling. Oh, Makari, what does he do? Oh, so Dromedan gets Makari to use I-beams.
Yeah, concentrate, disrupt the atoms of this ground. So he's using them as slaves.
Yeah. So HR is like, it would be great if you did a black gutter edition, trimmed all the up and down gutters. Well, we made a big step for these shows by Tom's been scanning these. So these are actually all like our scans as opposed to scans that you find out on the internet, because we got kind of frustrated with those. So
yeah,
at least they're better.
High res and DNG digital format.
So that's we made some great steps for that. I kind of like the white border just in the gutters, just because.
Well, also because Mike would use the heavy borders, and then if you put black everywhere, you'd lose that.
Right. Your mind is a useful tool.
But you can no longer employ it for your own purposes.
There we go. Well done. You've passed that point. You can stand slaves. You've lost your battle. To stay free, I cannot destroy those I attack. Okay, and there's one of the pencil photocopies. So this little game has allowed me to bring my mental powers to their former strength. Okay. One of these great 4-panel
every
pages.
crawling demon.
What? By every crawling demon? What? No, he'll attack that. What? What's this? Dun, dun. It's Sersi.
Leave, leave quickly.
Who is this creature of bluster and threats? And Makari is like, do as he says. Get out of here. I don't believe it. There is no equal to the wisdom and strength of Zuros and the Eternals.
Dromedan's mind waves can reach killing strength, while our powers have been sorely diminished. Incredible. Suddenly.
Boom. My gift lies in ashes. You didn't like it after all.
It was a poor test for a mental assault at maximum power.
And then it's like, I can make a boar from a boor like you. You've yet to learn what I taught your companions. Because, she turns people into animals. And
yes, right.
Makes parties happen, whenever she wants. but she can't do it. Then it gets in her head. But she did gift them time. Their powers have recovered.
That's true.
There's Dromedan.
Arrogant Eternals. I've given you
the
the chance to serve me. Instead, you've thrown it away in stubborn defiance.
Okay.
She's not happy with that.
No. She's like, yeah, no. Let's go. Oh, and by the way, right before, the funny panel where he's like being the mummy, she says, I've got a plan. Speak swiftly. And then it's then. So we have a little moment where she tells them, an idea, which now we're seeing come to fruition here, her plan.
Then concentrate, fool. Which one of us will you claim first?
Right. A clever trick. Puff.
So she makes many Icaruses.
That's right.
And he starts destroying them one by one.
Yeah, look at that. That's
really cool. What a great idea.
Yeah. The great mind mutant is forced to give ground. This wolf pack is no match for me. I could destroy an army. Ooh. Kabam. Ooh.
And another one's destroyed.
Crack. Yeah.
That's my background. Crack.
The remaining one is the strongest of the lot. I think you're right, Lantern Zone. Sersi is the goat of the Eternals.
Your time has come. Eternals can't die, but you shall live of free-floating atoms as free-floating atoms.
You're going to just pulverize them into atomic atoms. Wow. But what happens? Icarus is gone.
Icarus is gone. And the three of you will follow him into the limbo where I've cast him.
Yeah, that won't save you, buddy. Put on the hat. Heed the words of Zuras. And then he's like, no, I will destroy you. And then Zuras pops up. And he's like, I beam, twin disintegrator beams.
Yes.
Boom.
Levitate swiftly, or this Holocaust will catch us too. Why does it turn into a Holocaust? Because of his body or something?
I guess it just he's like an explosion.
It's a white hot inferno that rocks the cavern of the crypt. The Mind Monster must be made of stuff that from the pits, his death may bring those caverns down upon us. So it's his body that causes this.
Yeah. Yeah, he explodes.
He's a hot one.
Yeah. And then, of course, Zuras is like, I really wish we didn't have to destroy him. It was the only answer. He was too dangerous. He wouldn't wear the hat.
If he just wore that hat.
Just wear the freaking hat, man.
He'd be fine.
He'd be alive today. Oh, well. So they took care of him in the crypt. He was unique. If he'd worn the helmet, it would have kept him from madness. Oh, well. Then he's like, Zuras is like, I really wish we didn't do that. And then Icarus is like, yeah, but we polar Eternals. Yeah, we kill people. We kill our enemies.
When we must.
Yeah, if we have to, we will. But, you guys, I get it. Oh, boy.
It's funny. Icarus looks like in that panel, he looks a lot like he's got the same hairstyle as Captain Victory with that little twirl at the end.
Yeah. All right. So now they're just all, being happy that they've vanquished and solved that problem. But now we've got another problem.
What? We always have
Druig.
another problem. Why can't
It's
things be like
just
okay for a while?
serialized adventure, there's no downtime. What's Druig up to now?
My father, Vulcan, would have nothing less of us.
Yeah.
And the sons are forever welcome in my side. Don't forget Druig, sire. I would invite him to. I wouldn't invite him to anything but a hanging. There's Druig.
And there he is. Speak,
At
Sigmar.
that moment. At that moment.
At that moment, I shall tear the secret from you. There is no secret.
It's wives' tales.
Old wives' tales, yeah.
Nice.
There's the secret, and what he wants to know: how to kill a space god. Bam, bam, bam.
Why does he? I never understood why he wants to do this. Only because he wants to have dominance over humans or something.
Yeah. It's a good point.
Don't fence with me. Fence?
Don't
Ragged
fence with
wizard.
Me. Yeah.
So that's the wizard.
Yeah. Sigmar,
and he's reluctant to help him. My father's decision, no doubt, great Vulcan is cautious to a fault.
Right.
I would help. I would be well to adapt his caution. Such scenes are worth the risk. What risk? Anyways, I guess we find out in the next one.
I guess we'll find out next issue. And there it is. Interestingly, we have no photocopy or original art for this cover.
It happens.
Yeah. I think perhaps that was one of the things that Jack and Roz did, right? If somebody would buy the original art.
Sometimes they would offer the photocopies. Most of the time they didn't take it, obviously, but some did.
Yeah. We have somebody's making a nice comment about Mike's negative space here on To Kill a Space God, which is really nice. Yeah, it's really
another cool title design. Yeah.
Yeah. Lantern Zone. So it's a cover. It's kind of funny.
It's kind of weird that he's just standing there like that.
It's like
Yeah, it looks like an I don't know what it looks like.
It's like the salt monster on Star Trek. I don't know. It's not a cuttlefish though. At least that's.
I know, but it's got the cuttlefishish look.
River devil. I don't know what all this stuff is. Anyhow, so okay. Let's see where we're going here. Oh, this is a great splash. Mike's lettering makes it so cool too.
To Kill the Space God.
Yeah. The space gods are back. They're doing their thing. They're out putting rocks in their shovel and then taking that shovel and putting it in a basket of their friend. Right.
Yeah.
All kinds of standing around in Siberia, looking at stuff, walking around a little bit. Yeah, it is a powerful cover, bro. Thanks. Good to see you, man. So
this is dangerous, Druig. Druig.
Yeah,
No, it's Druig.
Nah, man. Anyhow,
I bet you not to involve me in your plan. You do exactly as I tell you, Sigmar.
Load that time worm in an image translator and activate it. I like that splash though. It's cool. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
So this is a rare spread from the later
Yeah,
issues.
it's the last spread that he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for the Eternals.
That's right. Jared on YouTube. He goes, "This is what happens when you don't have a hobby. You plan to kill space gods. Find something else. Put ships in a bottle. You know, play a little shuffleboard. No, kill space god. Okay.
So apparently, so this is kind of like they're playing back information from probably it was the second host, I think. Maybe it was,
Right.
and apparently the gods got in an argument, and one of them used a device to kill a god, one of the Celestials.
Yep.
And he has a widescreen. Yay!
And we have original art.
Cool.
So that's fun. But as is often the case, more often than not, we do not have pencil photocopies for the spreads.
So one thing he's saying here is that the claptrap, that's the name of the device. I see something blasting the giant, but its construction is not clear. So he's trying to find out what that device is. So
how did it happen?
Yeah, so he can kill a space god.
So that's the only record of such an incredible event. He's got like a little Bluetooth projector or something that he was using, right?
Yep. It's a recording of it.
But he smashes it and goes, "Come on, man. We gotta do this. We gotta bring it back. We gotta find the device. We gotta."
Yeah, what he said is all that is known of this weapon was translated on the scene by an ancient image block.
Yeah. Deephouse Chen. The space god didn't know what hit him. Yeah, that's right. He was. So then it's like
maggot-ridden wizard.
Yeah.
So he's trying to cover it up and go ahead.
Keep it hidden, but it's like, no, there's a weapon. Where is it? It's a celestial weapon. You had it. Where is it?
You dream of playing with the force which only the space gods can control. You know of the weapon.
Yes. Why do you scourge me? I've told you everything. He's like, he burns him. Tell me.
Not yet, old wizard. There's still a tiny gap to cross.
Yeah. And then...
So then he finally admits that the key to its whereabouts lies with Icarus. Of course.
He's,
It happens.
He's the star of the series, it seems. All right. So then, okay, we're gonna go get him. As long as you possess the power of the Inferno, I am forced to do your bidding. All right. Oh, so he's out, and he's got like a TV camera on his chest.
Yeah, he's doing work for humans.
Working for the humans.
Yes.
Helping to strengthen the bonds between Eternals and humanity. So he's...
the Celestials of this planet has once more stirred up the human beehive. And pressed the Eternals into its service. So he's got a television thing strapped to him.
Oh, look, there's an Eternal with a device. He's picking up rocks.
Is he picking up rocks? No, he's picking up something.
No, he's doing something. I don't know.
It's 2,000 feet tall.
Yeah. And he's quite the enigma. And then it's like, and then Zoros is back with the in Washington, D.C., looking at the feed.
Command center.
We might be able to get facial contours behind that eyepiece, because it's so important to know what the facial contours are.
Of course. Got to see the face.
Got to see the face, man. Where is my face? Oh, that's Machine Man. Never mind. All right. Yeah, so, they're
It is wiser to learn from caution than conflict.
Yes, that's right. We're trying to avoid conflict, but these Celestials are popping up everywhere. What are they? Zoras? Zora says, they'll tell us when they're ready. Okay. Now what? Oh, it's Sersi and Makari and Margot, Damien, and
what about us?
Hey.
Oh, Miss Sersi.
Oh, look at all that. Look at what's going on. Well,
nice of you to remember my name. You may recall these other patient people in our group. That's
look at all these pictures. We've gotten pictures.
Yep.
And then he goes, well, gaiety, not gravity, that moves this female. Well, ordinarily, I'd rather throw a party, but did you hear that, Makari? He'd like a party. Okay. It's party time.
A sound idea.
All right, we'll make it happen. Professor Holden's like, no, don't. He didn't really mean it. And Margot's like, she's really gonna do it. All right, it's a hoedown, because that's fun. There's gonna be some square dancing.
There's some comments there.
It's Oh, Mark Evanier. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Mark says that Jack pronounced Makari as mockery. Okay.
Mockery. Yeah, you can pronounce it that way easily. Yeah, mockery.
And Stefano says, relax, Professor. Hey, Stefano. Not the most unpleasant way to await the return of Icarus. So, Icarus is out still flying around.
With his
what
camera
is he doing?
Strapped to his chest.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Okay.
Then he sees this cloud appear, and it's a tiny cloud with a fiery core suddenly growing.
Well, what could it be?
Is it a natural phenomenon?
I'll go take a look, because that's what I do. Mark Evanier says he also pronounced Vince Coletta as if it was mockery. Well, yeah. So, all right. So, it's a trap. He flew into the magnetic pull of the center of the cloud, and he got pulled in.
Icarus is taken. Show me Icarus.
Yeah.
So they like do like a Star Trek thing. They transmit his atoms.
Then what happens? Oh, here we go. 4-panel page. He materializes in the atomic reassembler. Okay.
Behold.
It's a Framastat, I tell you. All right, so they got him. He's in shock, so he can't use his eye beams.
Yep.
Good for
them.
Never
fear I can neutralize them before he wakens.
Ah, okay. I do your bidding under protest. Your savagery alone binds me to your evil wishes. I urge you to abandon the mad notion of destroying a space god. Oh, that looks great.
Nice warrior inking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful. It says, Bob says, Mark would know this. Did Jack have a chance to finish this series more or less as he wanted with 19, either because his contract was winding down or the tale was over, or did Marvel cancel it without much notice? I'm not sure about that. Maybe you do, Mark. No, Mark. Oh, and we have another one. Here we go. Yeah. So now they're on their castle at the Polar Eternals.
And now he sees one of the big celestials coming their way. It's like a perfect target. It just happens to be like hanging out in the polar regions.
Yeah. John Sagner says, thank goodness Coletta didn't get near this issue. Jack's black spotting in the pencils here is sensational. Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah, really. I have to admit that, we only have limited original art for this, I think. Oh, maybe we have the whole issue.
No, not this one. 19, we have the whole issue.
But I was interested in this one because I was curious about the inking on the image of the celestial through the telescope or whatever it is, and as to whether what Mike might have done there. Just looked different,
It looks like it looks like a female celestial.
Yeah. So anyhow, here we go. So Mark says they told Jack he had a couple more issues and he did whatever he wanted in them. So there we go. That's great.
That's good.
Yeah, it's Ike Harris, like Jack. He has Ike. Alden Barroza says on YouTube, he says it's Ike Harris, right? It drives me nuts that it's Icarus in the movie. Yeah, because at the first issue, it's Ike Harris
it was Ike Harris, so it's Icarus.
So that's why we've been using Icarus ourselves.
I get it mixed up sometimes because I'm used to Icarus.
So it's like, well, okay then, come Celestial and be conquered. Jeepers. Yeah. Stefano says, the immense patience Jack had in designing every single brick of every castle. I know, and that bridge in the page before was
it's beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah. So, all right, okay. Icarus is ready for his ordeal.
Well done, wizard. To the task.
Okay. Come on. All right. And of course, he puts his hand up by his face. And it's like, he bit me. This swine bit me.
But this is Icarus is his cousin, so
yeah.
So it's family affair here.
Yeah, that's right. So then it's like release the neural beast.
Looks like a jellyfish, kind of. No, an octopus.
Oh man. That's right. Deep as Gent on YouTube. Ike Harris and Orion, two godly badasses. The neural beast. By the gods. Here it comes. There is only way. He must be put to severe physical and emotional stress. Yikes. It's torture. Oh my gosh, he goes like transparent and stuff. And
that's wild. Look at that face.
He becomes like the Visible Man,
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I curse you and your plan.
Yeah. Yike.
Come back to weakling.
If you don't have the spine to see this through, I'll strap you to one of your own machines. Aye. There's no need to that.
The task is done.
The task is done. Yeah. Remove the animal. Yeah.
Off with you, demon spawn.
Back to the sanctum of your cage. And then it's like, so, yeah, and nothing. Burn with your demons, foul one. We can bring them back. We can bring back the neural beast. Burn, Druig. Burn in the pits. Oh, and then there's something etched.
That's more than a bruise upon your forehead. It's some sort of symbol. What is it?
It's the symbol. It's the symbol of the Pyramid of the Winds.
Aha. How did that get there? That little jellyfish or octopus embedded it in his forehead.
Jack always knew how to make creepy scenes. He did. So next issue, and final Eternals issue, The Pyramid. So yes. That's issue 19. Deepest Gent says it's like something from the Evil Factory. The Biofanatic would certainly be envious. Yeah, no, Jack definitely had his villains do all kinds of horrible stuff. Okay, so that's that, and so next week will be our last Eternals episode, and we'll look at issue 19, and we'll do a little looking around at things like sketches that Jack did of certain Eternals or something. I don't know. Talk about what he did after
like
this.
The cover to Bacon.
That's right. Yeah. So we'll look at some of that stuff. Should be fun. So we are looking to build our collection website, and we are in the middle of a campaign. It is Giving Tuesday tomorrow. We have a goal of 20,000. We've raised almost $4,000. We want to thank Diana Mercer, who donated in memory of Steve Sherman. Also to Sean Kleefeld, Harry Mendrick, Wendy Shorter, Ellen Carl, Glenda Hoppe, Bruce Simon, Steve Meyer, Ali Farid, MC, Todd Sicer, Ken Wong, Tom Kraft, Matt Barris, Rand Hoppe, Leah Loskotov, Kate Valenta. If you go to kirbym.us/e/call, you'll see this page, and it will help explain how you can donate. You are very welcome, everybody. Here's some of the data that we've been compiling, that Tom's been working really hard on. We just need to hire people to turn it into a great website. So that's where we're at. And they are not, we're not looking for volunteers. We want real, qualified engineers and so on to do this kind of stuff.
We do.
So that's the idea. That we'd like to thank the Rosalind Kirby Family Trust for allowing us to exist. We thank them every day. It's just a wonderful thing to be able to do and have a Jack Kirby museum. We also like to thank Tomorrow's Publishing for helping us out, and Nostalgic Investments. So John and Pam Morrow and Bashara and Yvonne Malouf have just been great supporters of our efforts and through the years. And it's just been great. Let me thank them for that. You can become a member of the museum. We have a gift shop. You can buy things. Speaking of gift shop, look at this mad thing. Look at all this stuff. I did this horrible thing right before the show.
Oh, my God.
Look at all these things you can buy on our gift shop. Pins, shirts, prints.
Great posters.
Really
limited
cool
edition
posters.
Prints. G-clay prints.
Head on over to kirbymuseum.org and check out our gift shop, and buy yourself a present. Don't buy it for someone else. No, it's the spirit of giving. Buy your friends Kirby Museum stuff. Anyhow, okay. So we appreciate all of your comments, and people who subscribe to our channels and share our videos out into the internet, and take our notifications. And again, next week, final Eternals episode. And we look forward to that. So thanks everybody for coming by. And it's always great to see Mark Evanier. We saw Roday.
Steve
all of our regulars
just joined.
Steve Meyer said hello, and Stefano, and Lantern Zone. The Lantern Zone. That's the zone of lanterns.
Yes.
But no, it's great to see everybody. I'm so glad that people enjoy us enough to come back. We will see John Sagnas, Jared Draping, all of you great folks in the comments. I really appreciate it, and we will see you again next week. I'm going to push the button. What do you say, Tom? Shall I push the button?
You should. Yes. And everybody have a good evening or good
Good
morning
evening.
or whatever, or
And a good
future
week.
people.
All right. And future
Hope you
people,
enjoyed the show.
we welcome your comments when you're not, if you haven't been able to watch it live, we still like to engage. We had a special visitor from the future last week. Andrew from Australia, right? Remember that?
Yeah. He was from the future. He was a
like,
future person live.
It's tomorrow. Welcome from tomorrow. It's great to hear you from tomorrow. Anyhow, okay. All right, folks. Take care.